Most people buy health insurance thinking they are fully covered. But the reality hit when they try to claim for something like diabetes, hypertension, asthma, or thyroid. And the policy says this fall under pre-existing disease and you need to wait 3 years. So now imagine this, what if you did not have to wait that long? So in this video, I am going to show you the top 5 health insurance plans that cover pre-existing disease either from day 1 or just after 30 days. And before we go ahead, let's quickly understand this. Any medical condition you already have before buying a policy is called a pre-existing disease. And the problem is, in most health insurance plans, there is a waiting period of at least 3 years for these conditions. Which means if any complications arises related to this disease, you end up paying from your own pocket during that period. But not in these plans, what I am going to let you know. And I will break down exactly which company or which plan offer this benefit, what they call it, and whether it comes as an inbuilt feature or as an optional rider, so you can make a smarter decision instead of just buying any random policy. So make sure you watch this video till the end, because missing this could cost you a lot more during medical emergencies. And before we begin, let me quickly introduce myself. So hi, I am Mariam and I represent PolicyHub. And at PolicyHub, we make insurance simple and easy to understand. And if you ever feel confused in deciding which plan is best for you, don't worry, our team will help you in finding the best one that fits your needs. And if you want expert guidance, then book your free consultation with us, and link is given in the description. And if you want to watch video in Hindi, then you can visit our Hindi channel. As I always say, when people compare health insurance plans, they usually look at brand names. But the real difference comes from the details. So in this video, we are going to compare 5 major health insurance plans, which is HDFC ERGO Optima Secure, Tata AIG Medicare Select, ICICI Lombard Elevate, Niva Bupa 3.0 and Care Supreme, so that you can clearly understand which one fits your needs. So let's start with one of the most important factor, which is claim settlement ratio. So HDFC ERGO is stand at around 99.8%. which is extremely strong and gives a lot of confidence at the time of claim. ICICI Lombard follows with around 97%, while Tata AIG is at 95%, and on the other hand, Niva Bupa and Care Health are both around 92%. Now, here's what most people miss. Higher claim settlement ratio does not automatically mean the plan is best, but it definitely indicates how reliable the insurer is during claim time. So let's talk about the network hospital, because this directly affects where you can get cashless treatment. So HDFC ERGO again leads here with more than 16,000 plus hospitals. Tata AIG has around 12,000 plus, and ICICI Lombard, Niva Bupa and Care Health all around 10,000 plus hospitals. So if hospital network is your priority, HDFC ERGO clearly has an advantage. And coming to eligibility criteria and flexibility, which is where actual difference start becoming important. So HDFC ERGO Optima Secure allow entry from 18 years with no maximum age limit. And you can choose policy tenure between 1 year to 3 years. And the sum insured ranges from 5 lakh to 2 crore. Tata AIG Medicare Select is more flexible in terms of entry. It allows even newborn from day 1, and again there is no maximum age limit. And the sum insured goes from 5 lakh to 3 crore, which is higher than HDFC ERGO. ICICI Lombard Elevate takes flexibility even further with a wide range of sum insured option, starting from 5 lakh and going up to unlimited coverage. It also offers multiple tenure options from 1 year to 5 years, which gives more control while planning long term. Niva Bupa 3.0 offers entry from 18 years up to 99 years. And one standout feature here is the availability of unlimited sum insured. And however, the payment tenure is limited to a maximum of 5 years. Care Supreme also allows entry from 18 years with no upper age limit, but the sum insured range is comparatively narrower, from 5 lakh to 1 crore, and tenure option goes up to 3 years. And let's quickly address pre-medical tests, as they can be a deciding factor for many people. So if you're looking for a plan that covers pre-existing disease, one important thing to check is whether the insurance company requires a medical test before issuing the policy or not. So generally, most companies do not require medical tests if you are below 55 years of age. And in some cases, insurers may still ask for medical tests. And if any health parameters come out higher than normal, it can sometimes lead to policy rejection or strict terms. So that's why it's important to check which companies require medical tests or which don't. So let's take a look at this in detail. So most plan here, ICICI Lombard, Niva Bupa and Care Supreme, do not require a medical test at entry in standard cases. And HDFC ERGO may require a pre-medical test after 65 years of age, and Tata AIG requires medical test after 55 years of age, which is something you should keep in mind if you are buying the policy later in life. But don't make the mistake of choosing a plan just based on one feature. Your age, family size, medical history and budget. All of these factors matter before making the final decision. And now let's move to the feature that actually impact your claim experience, because this is where most people make the wrong decision. So starting with room rent limits. HDFC ERGO, Optima Secure, Niva Bupa 3.0 and Care Supreme offers no room rent limit, which means you don't have to worry about deduction during hospitalization. And on the other hand, Tata AIG Medicare Select and ICICI Lombard restricted you to a single private AC room. And now this may look fine initially, but if you choose a higher category room, it can lead to deduction across the entire bill. So in terms of flexibility, no room rent limit plans clearly have an advantage. And if we talk about pre and post hospitalization coverage, then Tata AIG Medicare Select, ICICI Lombard Elevate offers 90 days of pre-hospitalization, and Optima Secure, Niva Bupa 3.0 and Care Supreme offers 60 days pre-hospitalization. But when it comes to post-hospitalization, then HDFC ERGO, ICICI Lombard, Niva Bupa and Care Supreme provides 180 days, while Tata AIG is limited to 90 days. And coming to bonus benefit, which increase your coverage over time. So Optima Secure, Medicare Select, Care Supreme offer a 50% increase every year, up to 100%. And ICICI Lombard Elevate is slightly different. It gives 20% increase per year but still goes up to 100%. Niva Bupa 3.0 takes a completely different approach. Niva Bupa 3.0 does not have a traditional no claim bonus, as this plan already have unlimited sum insured option. And let's talk about the restoration benefit, which are extremely important but often misunderstood. Optima Secure, Medicare Select, Elevate Plan and Care Supreme all offer unlimited restoration that work for both same and different illnesses without needing to exhaust your base sum insured first. Niva Bupa again follows a different structure. Once you make a claim, the reassure benefit activates and your coverage keep getting refilled for future claims. And if we talk about the one important thing, which is consumable, which is a hidden cost during claims, then HDFC ERGO Optima Secure includes consumables as an inbuilt benefit under Protect benefit, which is a big advantage. And in Tata AIG, ICICI Lombard Elevate, you need to buy it as a rider. And Reassure 3.0 also offer it as an optional cover under Safeguard benefit. Care Supreme provided as a rider under a claim shield. So if you don't opt for these add-ons, your out-of-pocket expenses can increase significantly. And if we talk in terms of ambulance coverage, then most plan, HDFC ERGO Optima Secure, Tata AIG Medicare Select, ICICI Lombard Elevate and Niva Bupa 3.0, it offers ambulance expenses up to the sum insured. And Care Supreme is slightly different. For lower sum insured, there is a defined limit, but for higher coverage, it may offer no strict cap with air ambulance going up to 5 lakh. HDFC ERGO Optima Secure, Reassure 3.0 also cover air ambulance up to 5 lakh and Medicare Select, ICICI Lombard Elevate cover air ambulance up to the sum insured. And if we talk about the unique feature, then this is where you need to be careful, because most of these terms sound impressive but not all of them add real value. So starting with HDFC ERGO Optima Secure. This plan focuses on increasing your base coverage from day one. With its secure benefit, your sum insured effectively double immediately, which is a strong advantage if you want higher protection without waiting for bonuses to accumulate. And on top of that, it offers a plus benefit where your bonus will not reduce and a restore benefit that refill your sum insured along with inbuilt coverage for consumables. Tata AIG Medicare Select is more feature heavy, especially with its Restore Infinity benefit, which allow your base sum insured to be reinstated multiple times if needed. It also offers something called Infinite Advantage, which can cover a single large claim without being strictly limited by your base sum insured, and these are riders. Plus, it includes consumable coverage, maternity benefit with an option to reduce the waiting period. But here's the catch. Many of these benefits are condition based. So you need to understand the terms carefully instead of assuming unlimited coverage in every situation. And next is ICICI Lombard Elevate. This plan is built around flexibility through add-ons. Features like infinite claim amount, super loyalty bonus, early coverage for pre-existing disease, and unlimited reset sound very attractive. But most of them are not inbuilt. So this plan works based on someone who is okay customizing their policy and paying extra for advanced feature. And Niva Bupa Reassure 3.0 choose to pay additional loading and get cover for pre-existing disease from day one. And in detail we will discuss it later. And health checkup as per defined package as an optional cover. And another is Care Supreme. It offers Care OPD and the plan offers up to 4 physical consultation with a general physician covering 500 rupees per visit per insured in a policy year, along with up to 4 consultation with 14 specified specialists and also capped at 500 rupees per visit. And its another variant provides up to 4 consultation with a general physician with a higher limit of 1000 rupees per visit, whereas 10% co-payment per claim is applicable, and up to 4 consultation with 14 specified specialists with the limit of 2000 rupees per visit with the 5% co-payment per claim. And now coming to the most important part. So let's understand one of the most important aspect, like how quickly different plan cover pre-existing disease and which policy allow you to reduce the waiting period so you can get coverage at the earliest. HDFC ERGO Optima Secure offers a ABCD Chronic Care Rider. ABCD Chronic Care is an add-on to your health insurance that help cover common long-term conditions like asthma, diabetes, high blood pressure and cholesterol. These illnesses can lead to regular medical expenses or even hospitalization, and this rider helps reduce the financial burden. So it typically covers consultation and treatments costs related to these conditions. For example, if you already have a base health insurance policy and you add ABCD Chronic Care Rider, then any hospitalization or treatment related to these diseases can be covered under your policy and as per its term and condition. So in simple terms, it gives you extra protection for lifestyle diseases that are very common today. And just remember, when you add this cover, it usually continue with your policy and renew automatically, and it cover your pre-existing disease just after 30 days. And in Tata AIG Medicare Select, on the other hand, give you more control. If you choose this advanced cover rider by paying an extra premium, the waiting period for certain pre-existing disease is reduced to just 30 days instead of the standard waiting period. And this benefit applies only these specific conditions: diabetes type 2, high blood pressure, high cholesterol and asthma. And this can be very useful if you already have a non-medical condition and want faster coverage. And in ICICI Lombard Elevate, it focuses more on disease management rather than waiting period reduction. So it offers Jump Start Rider. With Jump Start Rider, the insurance company start covering hospitalization expenses for certain listed diseases from day 31 of the policy and instead of the usual long waiting period. So this benefit applies to conditions like asthma, diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, obesity and certain heart conditions like coronary artery disease with prior PTCA. And this reduced waiting period does not apply to the worldwide cover option. And all claims are covered only if the insured person condition meet the policy defined criteria. And in Niva Bupa Reassure 3.0, it takes a very aggressive approach here. In Reassure 3.0, there is a feature called Day 1 Pre-Existing Disease Coverage with Loading, where around 145 pre-existing disease can be covered from the very first day of the policy. And for this, you need to pay an additional premium, and it is not an optional add-on but a built-in feature that you can choose while buying the policy. And if you do not want day 1 coverage, the company also gives you flexibility to modify the waiting periods. You can choose to reduce or increase the pre-existing disease waiting time as per your preference. And similarly, you can also modify the waiting period for specific disease. And however, this option is available only at the time of purchasing the policy and cannot be changed, added or removed at the time of renewal. And Care Supreme also allow waiting period modification and even instant cover in some cases. So in Care Supreme, you get an option called instant cover. If you choose the instant cover and its advanced variant, then by paying an additional premium, then there is no waiting period for common pre-existing disease like diabetes, hypertension, hyperlipidemia and asthma. These conditions start getting covered from the 31st day of the policy and after an initial 30-day waiting period, which means you don't have to wait for years to claim related treatments. And again, if you do not want to take this instant cover rider and only wish to reduce the waiting period, company also provides another option called pre-existing disease waiting period modification, with which you can reduce the standard waiting period to either 1 year or 2 years, and depending on your choice. So this gives you flexibility to balance between premium and waiting period based on your needs. So overall, if early coverage for pre-existing disease is your priority, Tata AIG Medicare Select, Reassure 3.0 and Care Supreme clearly stand out. And coming to optional benefits of these plans, this is where you need to be very careful because more feature does not mean better plan. So HDFC ERGO offers a wide range of add-ons like critical illness cover, hospital cash benefit, personal accident rider, and deductible and optima well-being rider. Tata AIG Medicare Select goes much deeper into customization. It offers add-on for consumables, maternity, OPD, mental wellness, and even women-specified health coverage. So if you want a highly customizable plan with multiple lifestyle and OPD benefits, Tata AIG Medicare Select becomes a strong option. ICICI Lombard Elevate also offers a very wide range of add-ons including worldwide coverage, inflation protection, maternity benefit and home care treatment. But again, most of these are options, so your final premium can increase significantly depending on what you choose. And Reassure 3.0 focuses more on value return feature. With its cashback system, you can accumulate benefit or every claim free year and use them for premium OPD and other expenses. It also offers strong OPD coverage and non-payable expenses coverage under add-ons. This makes it attractive for people who want return and usable benefits along with insurance. In Care Supreme, on the other hand, offers annual health checkup, care OPD, BFIT benefit, claim shield, and CB Super, air ambulance, and unlimited care. If you want to know about the all riders in details, then you can visit our channel and I have already made separate video on riders. HDFC ERGO keep things simple rather than overloading you with too many customization. So if you want a plan where you can customize everything based on your lifestyle and needs, Tata AIG is stand out. And now let's quickly understand waiting periods because this is one of the most misunderstood part of health insurance. Across almost all these plans, the structure is quite similar. There is an initial waiting period of 30 days, which means you cannot claim for most illnesses in the first month, except accidents. Then comes the pre-existing disease waiting period, which is typically 36 months across all plans. And for a specific disease or procedures like certain surgeries, there is usually a 24-month waiting period. So at a base level, there is no major difference between these plans when it comes to standard waiting periods. So the real difference comes from how much flexibility each plan gives you to reduce these waiting periods. For example, as discussed earlier, Tata AIG, Niva Bupa and Care Supreme allow you to reduce waiting period through add-on or by paying extra premium. So if early claim eligibility is important for you, this plan gives you more control. ICICI Lombard also has additional waiting period for specific benefit like maternity, critical illness or global coverage, which you should evaluate based on your needs. And coming to discount part, this is where many people get distracted because discount look attractive but they should never be the reason to choose a plan. HDFC ERGO offers a standard discount like loyalty, family floater and long-term policy discount. Tata AIG provides more aggressive discount especially for families, young policyholders and salaried individuals. ICICI Lombard goes even further with credit score based discount, wellness discount and higher long-term policy benefit. Niva Bupa and Care Supreme also offer wellness and welcome discount which can reduce your premium over time. And if you want to know the exact discount amount, then you can visit our channel again. And if you want to know the premium of all plan by adding rider, you can see it on screen. So after comparing all plans, in my opinion, there is no single best health insurance plan for everyone. Each plan is strong in a different area and the right choice depends entirely on what matters most to you. If reliability at claim time is your top priority, HDFC ERGO Optima Secure is the strongest overall option. It's a very high claim settlement ratio, largest hospital network, no room rent limit, inbuilt consumable cover and strong day one coverage enhancement make it one of the safest and most dependable choice. It may not offer the most aggressive customization, but it delivers stability and trust which matter most during real claims. And if you want flexibility and feature-rich customization, Tata AIG Medicare Select is one of the smartest choice. It gives a strong option rider, faster pre-existing disease waiting period reduction, maternity flexibility and wide personalized option. And however, Many of its best benefits depend on riders, so you must understand what you are adding instead of assuming everything is included. ICICI Lombard Elevate is ideal for people who want scalable and premium level customization, and Niva Bupa Ratio 3.0 is excellent for people focused on long-term repeated claim uses. Its refill mechanism, day one pre-existing disease cover, OPD benefit, all are valuable for families expecting recurring medical needs. But many buyers misunderstand how these benefits work. So this plan requires careful understanding before purchase. It is strong but not as simple as it looks on paper. And in Care Supreme, it's a balanced and practical option for budget conscious buyers who want decent flexibility without over complications. It offers useful wellness feature, waiting period modification, and cost saving benefit. But compared to the others, it is a less aggressive in core protection strength. It works well for value seekers, but may not be the strongest choice for high risk medical profiles. So the honest recommendation is this: if you want maximum trust and strongest all around protection, HDFC ERGO leads. If pre-existing disease, faster coverage matter most, Tata AIG and Niva Bupa Ratio 3.0 become stronger contenders. And if customization and advanced premium feature are your priority, ICICI Lombard Elevate stand out. And if affordability with balanced benefit matter more, Care Supreme is a reasonable pick. And the biggest mistake people make is choosing based on price, discount, and brand name alone. In health insurance, the best part is not the cheapest one. It is the one that performs best when actual medical emergency happens. And I hope this video clear your all doubts. And if you still have any query related to pre-existing disease, and if you still feel confused while deciding your health insurance plan, then don't worry, book your free consultation with us and link is given in the description. See you in the next video. Until then, bye.